Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tall Tesla guy here. So, we got something exciting happening today. We're downloading an update, which in itself probably isn't as exciting as normal unless you're not familiar with the Tesla over-the-air updates, but it's where I'm doing it, right? So I'm not in a place where I'm connected to Wi-Fi all the time like I normally would be, so I had to figure out some workarounds being in a apartment complex, but I want to talk about that today. I'll get into what's going on in this new update, and we'll also talk about just sort of overall experience. It's been over a year with this version of the Model Y that we have, and then we had another year with the previous one that we had there too. So a couple of years, over 30,000 miles in driving, and can really sort of reflect on it. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching the Tall Tesla guy. I'm going to start right into this update, right? So I do not live in an area where I have connected Wi-Fi like I was talking about. The challenge that you'll find if you don't have access to Wi-Fi readily, if you're not parked in a parking garage or anything like that, is that if your Wi-Fi requires you to accept terms and conditions, and what I mean by that is if you go to Starbucks, you go to Walmart, you go to Burger King, you go to wherever you go for fancy food, they may have free Wi-Fi, but a lot of times when you log into it, screen will pop up saying, do you accept our terms and conditions? Make sure you're, the Wi-Fi, you know that it's not safe, whatever they try to tell you. If you have to do anything like that, then Tesla does not accept that Wi-Fi, because you don't get the option to click I accept or I agree to the terms and conditions. You only have the option to put in a password, which is something that threw me off in the beginning, because I thought I could just pull to Starbucks and sit in the parking lot and do updates. Which I cannot, and I do not have access to Wi-Fi out in the parking lot of the apartment complex I'm living in. So what I ended up having to do is turn on a hotspot on my phone and connect the car to my phone via the hotspot and download the update that way. So that was sort of the workaround that I found. I figure if I had a friend, I could pull into their garage, probably access their Wi-Fi there, but I haven't gotten down that road yet. So this is the workaround that I have. But nonetheless, one of the coolest parts about the Tesla is that it's constantly updating things, from range, from technology in the car, from adding more games to it, taking things away, putting full self-driving in it, whatever it is, it's all automatic in the car, and it goes through these over-the-air updates, which is super neat. And that's what I'm doing right now. In fact, I can show you. You see that there? It's actually downloading it. It's going faster than I thought it might, being that it's connected to my phone, but nonetheless, it's going to give me, this newest updates, and there's even release notes that you can select on there that'll tell you what's going to come with the update. Minor fixes are some of the things that they determined that they needed to do. New language support for adding new languages in there. Sentry mode lighting, which is actually kind of nice. So one of the challenges with Sentry mode when it kicks on is that there's no light outside of it. It's hard to tell who's messing with your car. That'll actually help with that. And auto steering wheel heat. So that's something that it comes on all the time, but if you have the temperature setting with the climate in the car, and if you have it set to be cool air conditioning, and you happen to leave the steering wheel heater on previously, it's going to be on again. So this will actually change it so it doesn't do that automatically, but there's a major update coming. Elon talks about them all the time. This is not that one, but nonetheless, now when it does finally come, I'll get an alert on the app saying, hey, you got an update, and I can do this this sort of setup for it, which is what I'm going to be kind of doing. But over-the-air updates, every time I do a top 10 list, top 5 list, best part about the car, best part about Tesla, the over-the-air updates always makes the list. It's not a sexy, cool, fun thing, but it is an awesome feature of the car, because the one thing I hate doing with my non-Tesla vehicle is taking it into the service center to do some weird navigation update or whatever it is. And I love that that Tesla has it in these over-the-air updates. And I know that's not specific to Tesla. Other EVs also had them, but Tesla was sort of the pioneer for it. And this kind of leads me into sort of a reflection. Looking back on 2 years, over 30,000 miles with the car, and then another 10,000 with the other one. So approaching closer to 50,000 miles. And going from traditional gasoline vehicles, taking the plunge into an EV, changing the way that you drive, changing the way that you charge and fill it up and have energy for the vehicle. No doubt hiccups in the beginning trying to figure things out. The first time I took my gasoline vehicle on a long distance trip, I didn't have to worry about anything. There's gas stations everywhere. Now the supercharger network for Tesla is phenomenal. 30,000 chargers across North America, everywhere you want to be, but you still have to think about it. You have to figure out where you want to go, figure out what you want to do. There's certain things like a better route planner that actually help. It's a non-Tesla app. Tesla added all these features into their navigation with their route planner to help with like navigating the superchargers, getting the most out of the supercharger, staying there the least amount of time possible. So you're not sitting there for 45 minutes trying to charge up. You're actually only going to be there for, you know, a quick sort of run and then you're out of there, which is huge. Things like that are really exciting, but it does cross your mind a little bit. You drive faster than normal, you use more battery. It's hot or cold outside, you use more battery. But honestly, like, we've taken it on road trips, we've taken it long distances, and it doesn't change my excitement for the drive. Absolutely love it. And honestly, like, we were able to make it from New York City all the way back up to where I live in Maine, and we charged one time and made it the rest of the way, got all the way to our place, and we were fine. It was never an issue. I didn't have to stop a whole bunch of times. It only added maybe 20 minutes onto our trip, but with a baby in the back, we can't do those Ironman road trips anymore anyway, so it was a perfect opportunity to stop. And people will tell you that all the time, that it's a bathroom break. It's sort of like a forced Tesla bathroom break, which is fine for me. It wasn't anything that bothered me. It wasn't anything that hindered my my experience. And all in all, absolutely love the car, love the drive, love the technology of it. I love the minimalistic interior that you get with the car. In fact, there's nothing there, and I love that. Some people put, you know, the bifurcated dash. They'll put a display screen right in front of the steering wheel. I have no desire to do that. My arm is always up on top of the steering wheel anyway, so it's not something that that I even think I missed. And honestly, anybody that gets in the car and drives it even a little bit, it doesn't take but a minute to get used to how to drive it, and you can't get past this roof. You can see it here. It's raining out now on a sunny day. I mean, it's just amazing. The view from it is just fantastic. So in hindsight, looking back on it, you know, close to 40,000 miles between the Teslas and all the places that we've been with it, all the places we're planning on going with it. Absolutely love the car. Absolutely love it still. And it's only going up from there. But either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, watching them. You know, everyone that comes out there, and you know, thanks for staying tuned. And hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month so far, and that you're able to throw a smile on your face, and that you're staying safe out there. Thanks a lot, everybody.